Solving trigonometric functions for any angles tips. Below are some tips for solving trigonometric functions for any angle. First, look at which mode you are working in. Are we given degree or radian? Typically for degree it says 0 to theta is between 0 to 360 degrees. For radian it says theta is between 0 to 2 pi. So that tells you if you should be working in degrees or radians. And according to that you set up your calculator according to question, either in degree mode or radian mode. Second, we use CAST, cos positive in fourth quadrant, all positive in first quadrant, sine positive in the second quadrant, and tan theta positive in the third quadrant rule to decide which quadrant that particular given question is possible. Meaning that if we are told cos theta equals a positive number, then using CAST rule we say, oh, that's possible in quadrant 1 and 4. If we are given tan theta to be negative, then we say, oh, that's in quadrant 2 and 4, and so on. After that, we write trigonometric ratio given to us in terms of reference angle. So if we are given, for example, sine theta equals 0.7, we say sine alpha equals 0.7. If we are given sine theta equals negative 0.7, we say sine alpha equals positive 0.7. So in this step, when we write trigonometric ratio for the reference angle, we always take positive value. If the question has a negative, we still take positive. If question has a positive value, we still keep it positive. Then we solve for reference angle using inverse trigonometric function. So in my previous example, if we were given sine alpha equals 0.7, we will say then alpha equals sine inverse 0.7. And lastly, depending on which quadrants we have, which quadrants in step 2 we got, we will solve for thetas, which is angle in standard position. So we have to remember something like this. Let's sketch it for us. All rules summary. All meaning all positive in this quadrant. S means sine theta positive here. T means tan theta positive here. And C cos theta positive in the fourth quadrant. In the first quadrant, the relation between theta and alpha is like this. Theta equals alpha. In the second quadrant, if we are working in degrees, theta is 180 degrees, subtract alpha because it is little bit less than 180. Similarly, in the third quadrant, because it's little bit over 180, we will say theta equals 180 plus alpha. And one complete circle is 360 degrees. If we have terminal side here, it's little bit less than 360. And how much less is exactly 360 subtract alpha. And this is if we were working in degrees. Now what if we were working in radians? If we were working in radian mode, this is what we will say. We will say, so I'll use red color there. We will say theta equals alpha because it's same for degree, same for radian. In the second quadrant, before we do that, let's label this. This is 0. This is pi over 2 in terms of radian, which is 90 degrees in terms of degrees. So let's write in degrees as well. So 90 degrees equivalent to pi over 2. 0 radian equivalent to 0 degrees. Right here we have 180 degrees, which is equivalent to pi radian. Right here we have 270 degrees. It is equivalent to 3 pi over 2 radians. And lastly here we have 360 degrees, which is equivalent to 2 pi radian. So in this quadrant, second quadrant, quadrant wise, this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. In the second quadrant, because it's little bit less than pi, how much less? It is alpha less. So we say in the second quadrant, theta will be pi minus alpha. In the third quadrant, we will say theta equals pi plus alpha, or we know 180 and pi are equivalent. And in the last quadrant then, 360 is equivalent to 2 pi. So theta equals 2 pi minus alpha if we are working in radians. So degree, first quadrant, theta and alpha are same. In the second quadrant, theta is 180 minus alpha. Third quadrant, 180 plus alpha. And in the fourth quadrant, theta will be 360 minus alpha. If we are working in radians, we will say theta and alpha are same in the first quadrant. In the second quadrant, theta is pi minus alpha. In the third quadrant, theta is pi plus alpha, and in the last quadrant, quadrant 4, theta will be 2 pi minus alpha.